Alright, yeah, welcome back on in to the third part of our Magic Arena pack opening. Honestly, I've been doing these back to back. I am on the verge of losing my voice at this point. So we've opened up 90 packs of Dominaria at this point, 45 packs of Rivals of Ixalan, and 45 of Ixalan. And what we've come away from that is a lot of sweet mythics, but also in addition to that, 18 mythic rares, 33 rares, 82 uncommons, and 59 commons. That's been 6 vault openings, I think, as well. So just to give you guys an idea of where the money goes, essentially. So maybe you can make your own decision based on my idiocy of purchasing so many packs. If this is what you're looking for, then certainly you can definitely make a tier 1 deck, I would say, off of $100 worth of gems. You might be missing a few things, but it'll only take you a couple of weeks to grind out all of the stuff, because you're opening, now in the new system, you're opening a new pack every single day, because packs cost 1,000, and now the dailies are worth 750 and 500 only. And I think you get 250 gold and then 100 after that. So yeah, you can open up 2 packs, a pack a day at least, maybe a little bit more at that point. And in addition, there is also weeklies as well, but they haven't reset for me yet. But there you go. Today's episode is going to be an Hour of Devastation Amonkhet pack opening. Similar to the last opening video, I'm going to probably just stare at the rares and occasionally point out the odd uncommon here and there. But yeah, we're going to go through quite a lot of packs. So you guys have seen many of these cards, so I don't imagine you'd want to see all of it. Appeal to Authority, pretty sweet. I've seen this used a lot to great effect against me in the past. And then Godfarer's Gift, I think we all know is very nice. I actually do want more Godfarer's Gifts as well, so hopefully we get to see some of those. In this one, in fact, what do I want to find in Hour of Devastation? I want more Angraths. Give me more Angraths. I want to see the Black X spell. The name escapes me. That's how much I want it. We'll see. I'm probably going to see it, let's be honest. Mythic rare wildcard. I mean, I've already got 33 of that rare that I want, so, you know. Very nice. There's an obelisk spider in this next pack. Did you know that? There it is. Neheb the Eternal. Maybe a good brawl card, but I don't think he's playable in Standard. I certainly haven't seen anyone playing him. Razaketh's right, not seen anyone playing it, but if you're playing a combo-centric deck that maybe doesn't have all of the copies of a card that you'd need, then Razaketh's right is pretty sweet. Black Cycling as well if you don't need it. Pretty good. Rare wildcard. Alright. Should have also gone, yes, 18 rares and 33 mythics, I think we started. Sorry, 18 mythics, 33 rares we started on. Something like that. Keep track of that. Consign to Oblivion. People are playing a lot of this card. It's probably one of the few bounce spells in the format, or even in Magic in general, that's not just straight up card disadvantage. Because sure, the Consign is 1 card lost. However, the Oblivion on the other side makes up for that card lost, but then it makes your opponent discard 2 cards as well, so it kind of evens out in that sense. Maybe not in the way that you'd want, but, you know. Riddle Form, I think I can build a deck purposely built around Riddle Form, not this Is It mess that they have in their precons. I say mess. It's a good deck. The precons are good. Rare wildcard, very nice. River Hoopy, unplayable, but very nice. I think it's a little bit of a trap. In draft, it's pretty sweet, I suppose. 5 mana to gain 2 life and draw a card for a 1/3 flyer. It's okay. Sunset Pyramid, I guess it's alright. Mythic rare wildcard. Nice. Jace's Defeat, sideboard tech if I've ever seen it. And a rare wildcard. Hash Up Oasis, I think that's my playset now, so that's nice. Nice to see. I think there's something angry behind that card. Another Consign to Oblivion. It's a hollow one. Nah, he's not angry, he's just missing his arms. He just wants to know where they are, guys. Just let him find them. Is cycling hollow ones playable in Standard? I know it is in Modern. Red-Black Hollow One is a pretty powerful deck in Modern at the moment. I see a lot of it being played, but I don't know if Standard really wants Hollow One. But there you go. I wonder what's in this pack. Inferno Jet. I think this is a Regal Caracol. Or it's in Dawn Pouncer. Caracol's in Amonkhet. Yeah, I'm wrong. A Dawn Pouncer, though. Really good for Godfarer's Gift decks. And just a solid cat all overall. Any creature that needs to be dealt with twice is it's pretty great. Hypno Rivulet, make a good mill deck out of this. Fraying Sanity is still a thing, if I could see some in this format. Should also point out as well, we opened 3 vaults last time, so I expect to open 3 this time as well. We're at 66% all the way towards that one now. So, Farm to Market. Somebody mentioned this card to me the other day about being a really cheap, underpowered, settle the wreckage, destroy target attacking or blocking creature, and then market is draw 2, discard 2. It's interesting, I suppose. I don't know if it's playable if you have settles, though. Solemnity, very, very nice sideboard tech. Will absolutely just kill energy in its tracks if that ends up coming to Arena anytime soon. Shepherd Dunes gets dusted. We have a rare wildcard, very nice. Moving on. Razaketh's right, I guess we hit the 4th one because it just got dusted. Very nice. Hour of Eternity. I don't think this card's playable. You just, for the amount of mana that you spend on this, just play a Scarab God or a Godfarer's Gift. I really don't see this as a good card, to be honest. As janky as it might be, I think it's a bit too janky. Mythic Wildcard. Damn. It's worth a try. Giroux. Giroux? Giroux? Is it silent D or is it silent J? Giroux. Giroux. Whatever, I don't care. With eyes open, 5 mana for a 4/3 Vigilance. When he enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a Planeswalker card, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. If source would deal damage to a Planeswalker, prevent 1 of that damage. Super Friends much? Maybe. I don't know. I'm happy to see another Countervailing Winds, actually. I can make good use of that. Supreme Will, yet again, really solid counterspell. Love seeing it, especially in approach decks as well. Having that secondary ability on your counter to get closer to your win con. It's really nice. Torment of Scarabs, love this card. I want to build around it, and I probably will be able to. So, expect that deck soon. Oh, God. I talk about how much I hate a card, and it throws another one at me. Damn you, Magic Arena RNGesus variant. Steward. Amit Eternal. There was a point where a discard deck was a thing, and Amit Eternal was actually in the sideboard for that deck. So it was essentially a deck built entirely around making your opponent discard and then using Torment of Scarabs. And Torment of Hailfire finally got the name into my head. But as a sideboard option, it had a transformational sideboard, and Amit Eternal was one of those things, getting a 3 mana 5/5. If your opponent's not running removal, it's pretty sweet. So, very nice to see that. I do want to run a mono black discard deck at some point, but I don't think now is the time. I think you need fatal pushes and things like that. Rare wildcard, very nice. After that, Torment of Scarabs number 2, very nice. And a Hazard. Oh, that was a Hazaret. It's Hazaret's Undying Fury instead. So this one, I think, is this the one that's been worded in such a way? Yeah, this has been worded in such a way that you can't set up the top of your library. So 6 mana sorcery, shuffle your library, then exile the top 4 cards. You may cast any number of non-land cards with converted mana cost 5 or less. That's very specific. From among them without paying them mana cost. Lands don't tap during your next untap step. So in order to get value from this, you need to hit probably 7 mana's worth of spells. I don't know about this one. You could hit 4 lands, that's the thing. And it restricts you to 5 mana cost as well. If this maybe had no restriction to the mana cost on the top, maybe in like Modern you could like Emrakul someone with this one, even through the shuffle. You just run like all the Eldrazi Titans, that kind of thing. Maybe this card would have seen more play. As it stands, I think the downside is already there in the card itself, and then they just double down on it with the lands don't untap. That's really bad. After that, Crook of Condemnation, Scarab God Tech, and my 4th Hour of Devastation. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Happy to see that. This is a rare wild card. Liliana's Defeat. Black creature, it's Destroy. If it was Exile, I might actually use it. But there you go. Sand Strangler, good in draft. Not very good otherwise. I guess we know what's in this pack. Hey, Pride Sovereign. Nice to see you. I guess I can make a pretty decent cat deck with 4 obs of all the rares. We'll see. Chandra's Defeat. 5 damage to a red creature or red planeswalker. If it's it's not good god shooting, unfortunately. Scavenger Grounds, not too bad. I guess we got something scary behind this one. Unesh. I like Unesh. Is Unesh playable in Arena? Not particularly. Although Arcane Adaptation is currently in the format as well, so you could turn any creature you want into a Sphinx. So there's a really fun build around on that one as well. And I think you can do this with servos and marionette masters and things like that. You can make a pretty sweet Unesh deck. He's a good card. I think he just needs a bit too much focus, I would say. Hypno Rivulet. Another Solemnity. I think I've got the player set of those right now. Completely unplayable in that arena at this point. But maybe at the best of 3 they might see some usage. Mythic Rare Wildcard. Nice. Nothing too particular in here. Rare Wildcards though is very nice. It's a rare of whatever I want. After that we have Hour of Eternity. Stop. Stop with the Hour of Eternities. I give up. It's a good card. Leave me alone. Imaginary Threats. I don't think I've seen this card. 4 mana for an instant. Creatures target opponent controls attack this turn if able. That's interesting for a blue card. During that player's next untap step, creatures they control don't untap. Huh. Yeah, usually that first bit of text is usually completely unanimously on red, but that's interesting. I like Ramanap Excavator. I can do some fun stuff with you. I need some more kill me now. Next pack. Don't do it again. Doomfall, very nice. Rare wild card, very nice. Struggle to Survive, I've seen a lot of people using this card as well. Struggle's pretty good removal spell. Survive then shuffles graveyards into libraries as well, so it can reset a Scarab God deck or something like that as well. It's really nice. There's a lot of Embalm going around as well, so... Although I haven't played since Dominaria's release, so maybe not. We'll see. Rare wildcard. Mythic wildcard. I think we're getting pretty lucky on the wildcards. It's always nice to see them. I'd prefer the mythic that I want to see, you know, instead of the wild card that I will use to purchase it, just because it's a little bit more exciting, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Resilient Kenra, I think that's my 3rd. It is okay, I suppose Mono Green Stompy's now a thing, so... Yeah, I guess this is playable. Maybe now, anyway. Wasn't before. Another wild card, sweet. Pride Sovereign number 5. Alright. Certainly not as good as Mumbo number 5, am I right? Hour of Promise. Oh, I really am happy to see that, actually. Search your library for 2 land cards, then put it onto the battlefield tapped, shuffle your library. If you control 3 or more deserts, you create 2 2/2 blockers. It's a really good card, really good for ramp. Absolutely necessary to get the play set, and I think this is my 3rd, so very happy about that. Supreme Will, very happy about that. Tormented Scarabs number 3. It looks like that is definitely set in stone as a future deck. And yeah, weird Super Friend dude. Hour of Devastation number 5. Alright, fair enough. What are we on Vault progress? 168, so yeah, it looks like we are going to be able to open this 3 times again. Very nice. Wow. Dusted, 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 dusted. Can you tell which packs I've been opening in my off-camera time? Godfarer's Gift, very nice. Mostly Dusted. Oh, I love you. Overwhelming Splendor. Such a good card. I say such a good. It's such a good card to me. Otherwise, I don't know. It has some modern playability, to be honest. In some fringe decks, that is, anyway. Hostile Desert as a one-of in some decks is quite nice. I think it's the only man-land in the format is Hostile Desert at the moment, so that's something to be aware of. Scavenger Grounds, okay. Dusted, 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 Dusted. I guess we've got like 4 of every common in Hour of Devastation now then. Interesting. So yeah, if you spend a couple of weeks grinding a single set, when you come to opening up 45 packs of them, you pretty much dust everything, and we might actually get a little bit further in our vault progress than we thought. Solemnity number 4. Please stop. I haven't even seen a single Torment of Hailfire yet, and it's the only card I wanted to see from the rare slot. Champion of Wits. You know what? I lied. I want to see Champion of Wits. All Dusts. Claim to Fame. You're modern playable, aren't you, in a fringe deck? Yeah. You bring back... there's a 1-drop that makes you either like pay 5 or let your opponent keep the creature or something like that. You keep bringing that back with Claim to Fame. It's really cool. I like that deck. Rare wildcard, very nice. Final Hour of Devastation pack. Mostly Dusted and Fraying Sanity. Ah, we were just talking about you. How amazing you are. Alright, we're at 22 mythics, 44 rares, 93 uncommons and 74 commons at this point. Jesus Christ, what have I done? Amonkhet, let's go. The last 45 of the pack opening extravaganza. Trespasser's Curse, nice. Irrigated Farmland, I do need a playset of those, so that's nice to see. Onward to Victory, I think a lot of you remember this one from, you know, from the old Duels days. Glorious End. Oh, Glorious End. With a Gideon emblem out, you don't lose the game. Just so you know. So Glorious Ends and Glorious Gideons is a thing. Aketra's Monument. I do want to make a monument deck, so I'm happy to see that. Sir Popard, sure. I'm not sure what the Amonkhet rares and mythics I want to see are, to be honest, so I guess I'll be pleasantly surprised when I finally see them. Channeler Initiate is kind of one of them, actually. My mono-green Stompy deck at the moment has 4 mana dorks on the 2-drop slot, so it needs Llanowar Elves and it also needs the Channeler Initiates, which are, I think, are the best 2-drop mana dork for a mono-green ramp deck, so I'm very happy to see this. By Force. People are torn between this one and Release the Gremlins as a sideboard tech against artifacts. I think Release the Gremlins is just a little bit better because you don't really... I think you don't really want to destroy tons of artifacts because there isn't usually many of them, which is where By Force would come in handy. I think you'd rather just destroy a couple of important artifacts and get gremlins from them, so yeah, By Force not too good. Aven Mind Sensor. How playable is this right now? If an opponent would search his library for anything, he looks at the top 4 cards instead, so essentially it turns Evolving Wilds into disgusting messes of a card. What other searches are in this format at the moment that people do? I don't think there's many, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know if Aven Mind Sensor is playable in Standard. Other than the odd gotcha moment, and maybe as a decent enough flyer anyway with upside. Liliana's Mastery, solid card even if it's not in zombies. That's what I'd like to see actually, some Lord of the Accursed and some zombie focus cards, because that's Amonkhet's where most of them are actually hiding. Commit to Memory, sure, I like it. Not too much to see here. I actually wouldn't mind a playset of Illuminations. Dispossess, good sideboard tech, not very good in Arena right now. Oh, that has to be a mythic. Time to Reflect is zombie removal. Tormenting Voice, I actually do want some of those. Yeah, I thought it might have been. It's the way it explodes out the pack, you can just kind of tell. Lay Bare the Heart is solid discard. I do like this card quite a lot. Although, now that Dominaria is out, is it going to be playable? I don't know. There's also the 1 mana take a creature card now, so... This was playable, I don't know if it is anymore. Temet, Vizier of Nakatoon. I don't know. I don't think he's that good. He has his moments, but I don't think there's a token that really is disgusting if you can make it unblockable. Rare wildcard, okay. Cast Out, very nice. Wouldn't mind the Ixalan's bindings, but we're way past that point. High Fling. How's it going? Anointed Procession number 4. How's it going? Alright. I'm very happy with that pack. An update is available. Alright. We've opened enough packs for the update to have to happen. Canyon Slough. Nice to see that. Nice to see that. Cycling tapped land. I'm very happy. A good mana base is definitely what we're coming away from all of this with. Definitely mention. That's definitely happening. Shepherd Monitor, I do like this card. In the New Horizons deck, Shepherd Monitor is actually pretty good for ramping out and making sure that you get what you need. Trial of Solidarity is also pretty cool, and Glyph Keeper, top tier. Wonderful. Trial of Zeal, we're getting all the trials. Boom. Throne of the God Pharaoh. Playable, actually. Make Saprolings, have a vehicle out at the time, tap all of your Saprolings, kill your opponent. That's a janky win condition that I'd be interested in trying out. I think I've maybe got 2 of these now. That's the first thing that comes to my head, though. There might actually be a better way to do it. Bounty of the Luxor, second of those. Simic Ramp, hello. Vizier of the Deferment. I think you were good in draft, weren't you? 3 mana, 2/2 with Flash. Vizier of the Deferment enters the battlefield. You may exile target creature it attacked. Oh yeah, so it's a 3 mana Flicker Wisp, essentially. It's pretty good. A 3 mana flashing Flicker Wisp that doesn't have flying or a decent body. Onward to Victory, very nice. Our rare is Mythic. It's actually a Glorious End. Alright, Glorious Gideons, here we come. I guess I'm going to have to get the unplayable Gideon from the Planeswalker packs just to make that deck happen. Vizier of the Many Faces, love it. When the set came out, I was really excited about this card, because I thought that you could actually target your opponent, but I misread it, and it said target creature and opponent controls. I was going to build a deck entirely around this card, so for 4 mana, 2/3, just think about not being able to target players and how good it would be if it could. When it enters the battlefield, it deals X damage to target creature and opponent controls, where X is the number of instants and sorceries in your graveyard, in a self-milling, tormenting voicing kind of deck. Warfire Javelineer, throwing like 20 points worth of instants and sorceries at your opponent. Definitely doable. Archfiend of Ifnir, pretty good. Fringe playable, I suppose. Renewed Faith, good for cycling decks, good for the Approach of the Second Sun decks. Won't mind seeing some copies of that, actually. I do need to build one of those decks at some point. Gideon's Intervention. I do like this card as well. It's a prison card. I want to make prison decks in Standard. There's a few cards that can do it. There's one card in Dominaria, a creature that stops you attacking unless your opponent pays 1 for each creature. So you play him, you play a Gideon's Intervention so that damage and can't be dealt by that permanent and they can't cast any more of them. So you just pretty much lock your opponent out. We do need Kaladesh. I keep saying this, but you need like Dove and Ban, or Dove and Bane, something like that, to -3, -0 and knock out activated abilities, and then you play Gideon as well to just completely blank cards as well. So there is a prison deck. I don't know how good it is, but I'm willing to try it. But I think we need to wait until Kaladesh comes out, to be honest. And what do we see here? Nothing much other than a Heaven to Earth. It's alright, I suppose. Might see play in a deck. Charioteer, yet again, might do. Time to Reflect, good zombie card. I haven't seen many of the good zombies, actually. Another Gideon's Intervention, nice. Ask and you shall receive, I suppose. Onward to Victory. Rare wild card, nice. 22 packs left to go. Enigma Drake, I actually have a 4th now, wonderful. I can make my Drake deck the way I want to. Nice. Okay, nothing too exciting there. Angel of Sanctions, though, makes the deck, the pack worthwhile. Hazaret's Monument. I feel like I'll just stop for a moment and just mention the fact that all of the mythics and rares that I've seen throughout this pack opening, because I've done all of these videos in a row now, all of the rares and mythics that I've seen, I mentioned that doing maybe a tier 1 deck was going to be possible after the 90 packs, but now that we're at this point, I just want to mention how all of the rares and mythics I've seen recently could actually open up a hell of a lot of decks. I mean, this has cost me a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but I feel like maybe at this point, with this much of an investment, I think this is maybe how you stay on top of the game at this point, you know, to make sure you can build whatever you want, whenever you want, because we're at 23 mythics, 47 rares, 101 uncommons, and 81 commons. I can build maybe 2 tier decks at the moment, even 3. I haven't even checked through all of my card collection yet, so, you know, I might not even need to spend those mythic rares to build a tier 1 deck right now. That's the thing. Who knows? Alright. Soulscar Mage. Very nice. Red deck wins, eat your heart out. Blood Rage Brawler. I mentioned this guy in a previous video about discarding cards. Yeah, I like him. He's cool. He's not so good anymore that Madness is out of the format as well. Like, Fiery Tempers were pretty sweet with this dude. I don't think... This is just straight downside is the discard now, which is a bit of a shame. Faith of the Devoted for a mono-black cycle deck. Pretty cool. I like it. We then have Never to Return. Yes, 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 a million times yes. That is a solid removal spell and will only probably get more powerful as more sets get released. Although, does Amonkhet rotate out with core set? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I think it might just be Kaladesh. I'll have to look that up afterwards. Yeah, that's totally not a mythic wildcard. Sweet. Alright, nothing too exciting there, but a rare wildcard certainly is. Ancrop Crasher, nice. Want to play a set of those, as most people do. Sheltered Thicket, nice as well. Play a set of Cycle Lands. A lot of these rares, I will point out, are probably going on lands to get a decent mana base, because I feel like that's just something that, you know, when you... What most people, I think, don't realise is when you're spending these wild cards, if you spend them in a smart manner, you're spending them on things that go into a lot of decks. So if I put my rare wild cards into dual lands, they're going to go into a lot of decks, so I'm not going to need to use that wild card again. So I think it's just smart uses of wild cards that will really help the free-to-play player out. Although, yeah, there is that feel-bad moment of having to spend a rare wild card on a land. I get that, but I'm open to discussion in the comments section. In fact, I actively encourage it. New perspectives. Technically, unplayable in Arena only because the timer does not allow it. Otherwise, this might have been the first deck that I ever built. It's really good. 6 mana, enters the battlefield, you draw 3 cards. As long as you have 7 or more cards in hand, you may pay 0 rather than pay cycling costs. So, you do all of that, and then you do a... I want to say Dread Return, and I know it isn't. There's a 2 mana return all cards that entered your graveyard this turn. You pay that 2 mana. How might you do that? There's a Vizier that untaps lands with cycling as well. So you untap those 2, then you bring it back, and then you keep cycling. And you essentially win with Approach of the Second Sun, but you only really need 1 copy of it, so it's pretty sweet. Love that card. Cast out number 4, I believe. Very nice. Champion of Ronas. Are you playable? What is the most expensive card in Arena right now? I think it's maybe like 8 mana. It's cheating out an 8 mana on turn 5. You can do that in a decent ramp deck, I would say. In fact, the mono green ramp deck that I've been playing on streams recently can get to 8 mana in on turn 4. So, yeah, I think Champion's just not good enough at all. He wasn't good enough in Duels either, to be perfectly honest. Ketra's Monument, I think that's the 4th. I'm very happy for that. And Irrigated Farmland, nice. I hear a Samut. Which Samut is it? Oh, it's Nissa. Never mind. I thought it was a Samut. I thought I'd memorised her voice. That's my 3rd, though. Nice. Alright. Dispossess. Pretty decent. Defiant Great Maw. And Irrigated Farmland. Sweet. Cast out. Oh, maybe I didn't have... Did I only have 1 cast out? I think I maybe had 3 Ixalan's Bindings. I had definitely had a full play set of this kind of effect. Rare wildcard, nice. Faith of Devoted, solid. Another Archfiend, sure. Trial of Strength. Naga Oracle. I don't think you're playable. Glory-bound Initiate certainly is. Shame he isn't a knight, but there you go. I don't think there are any knights in Amonkhet. Could be wrong on that. As foretold, solid modern card for taking turns and a few blue control decks as well. In Arena, I suppose it's still great value. Yeah, might play this occasionally in a blue control deck, who knows. Win Guide, great for Embalm tokens as a win con, actually. Vizier of the Tumbling Sands is the cycling card that I was on about. Whenever you cycle it, you untap target permanent. So you untap that, and it usually the best way to play it is to untap a land that has something like a Gift of Paradise attached to it. So you cycle for free and add 2 mana, essentially. Really good stuff. Other than that, a Sheltered Thicket. Nice. After that, we got Bontu's Monument. I do need a play set of those before Ether Revolt and Kaladesh come out. Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, I guess you're playable. A lot of the low to the ground tribal decks are running like Radiant Destiny, and they end up getting above 3 power naturally, so maybe Dusk is actually really useful. Dawn, on the other hand, are you useful? I guess you are. Maybe if we were a tribal deck who was low to the ground and our opponent wasn't, we wipe the board and any creatures that are low to the ground for us come back from the Dawn. That's, yeah, maybe do something with that. Final pack. Final opening for this video. Bone Picker, very nice. Horror of the Broken Lands, good modern card. Maybe Godfarer's Gift-ish in standard. Vizier of the Many Faces, very nice. Alright, that's the end of the pack openings, but we do have one final thing to open. Several times, hopefully. 357% on that vault progress, so let's open the vault, shall we? If you haven't watched the previous episodes, then opening the vault is something that Wizards wants you to do about once a month, so we're going to open it for the next 3 months right now. You get 3 uncommons, 2 rares, and 1 mythic wild card. So I'm going to open that. We're going to open it again. And we can even open it one last time. And we're 57% the way there towards opening it again. The final toll for 45 of every set plus, excluding Dominaria, which was 90 packs. The total wildcard value is 27 mythic rares, 55 rares, 116 uncommons, and 89 commons. Not bad, not bad. I think for Dominaria we missed out on Teferis, so maybe 4 of those are going to go on to fairies. Those rares are going to go into dual lands to make sure that I've got a decent mana base for you guys. Like the Amonkhet cycles, I need a couple of each of those colours, but I do have a few of them already. I think I've got 2 of them at least now from just the pack openings alone. The check lands, though, from Dominaria and Rivals of Ixalan, I think. Definitely want to get a play set of all of those as soon as possible if I can help it, and just supplement it with tap lands otherwise. But yeah, before I end off the episode, I just want to thank everybody who made this video possible as well, those who donated on Twitch, the patrons, anybody who has ever put money into the channel. The money's gone straight back into this episode, and honestly it's going to shape the channel for probably the next 3 months at least. We're going to have some decent decks, so thank you very much, guys, for all your help in making this happen. I don't know what I'd do without you. I certainly wouldn't be doing any craziness like this. So thank you very much. And for all those who've been viewing over the years as well, don't think that you're not included in that as well. The support on this channel is insane a lot of the time. So thank you very much. Without further ado, though, I'm going to end off the episode before I lose my voice, because I've been opening thousands of packs now and my voice can't take it anymore. It's on the verge. I haven't had a drink in like 3 hours. So, yeah. Alright, guys. Like and subscribe. If you did enjoy the video, consider subscribing or even sharing the video with your friends if you found it interesting and want to show someone else. Helps out the channel a great deal, all of those things. And I will see you all next time for some more Magic gameplay with some hopefully constructed tier 2-ish decks, because I don't touch tier 1. Yeah. Tier 1's occasionally fun, but yeah. Alright guys, see you later.